Hi there, it's Tuesday and I have a process video for you, and I used one of my silhouette dies that I just cut out on my silhouette. I'm using some distress ink here in picked raspberry, and I did a little bit of watercoloring on it and then some sprinkles. And so this is a picture of Bab, and he will put one side of his hand up like a half heart, and I'll put the other side of my hand up like a half heart so that the two become one. And so that's the meaning of the picture. We were in the kitchen and thought that would make a cute picture because we like to do that. All the heart signs. So anyway, I put the die cut on the background. Originally, the background was going to be this entire piece of the pink in the Watercolor Parade number 5 by Ella and Viv, but I felt like it was just, believe it or not, too much pink. I know you'd never thought you'd hear that from me, but this just proves, you girls out there, y'all can definitely put men on pink backgrounds, because here I am doing it, and it looks great, I think. Maybe not for you, but anyway, I did want to tone down the pink on pink, so I added a piece of white American cardstock, and then I just cut out a large section of that pink watercolored background paper and used it as a way to break up that pink. So you'll see me do that here. I originally thought I would watercolor the background more, but I didn't, so I am priming it, although it's pointless. Everything is a process though, you know. Oh, this was while he was out of town. I apologize for my hair looking so terrible. I had just been to the gym and I was wearing his big oversized t-shirt, and so I was a mess. The hearts that you see that's a print and cut that I cut out on my silhouette is from Wilna Furstenberg, in case you're wondering where that came from. And since my awesome boyfriend fixed my sewing machine, I do end up sewing all the way around this page and also through those hearts. Oh, and I did figure something out with my glossy accents. You know how I went through 2 fine line bottle tips? Well, I kept the bottle, and I kept it in the bottle, and I was like, well, I'll just unscrew it every time and just use it that way. And for whatever reason, that tip that comes, like when you pull the needle tip out of the fine line bottle, the actual yellow base tip that you feed that tip into doesn't clog. So although it's not as fine as a fine line, it is not as thick as the glossy accent bottle, and it hasn't gotten clogged. So I don't know what's going on there. I guess I'm just going to keep it in that bottle. Everything else seems to not work, so hey, I'll take it. Just a hint for you today. So that was a solution that worked out well. I did want to tone down again some of this pink, and as it transitioned into those hearts, because it did seem to stand out quite a bit against that white, so I just muted it with a little gesso. I don't have regular gesso, but I have like super heavy gesso, and so I just watered it down a little bit, and it worked out really well. And the background layers that I used for the photo are the old Maggie Holmes. I'm trying to go through that collection, and you'll see me use a lot of it for accents and for ephemera pieces and that sort of thing. Of course, my freckled fawn. I believe I cut some of this off so you didn't have to watch me painstakingly pop up all of these areas on the die cut, but we'll see. Oh, there you go. true, I did cut that part out. So there it is, all popped up on the back, and I will lay that down and it'll stay in that corner. I just wanted to distress the edges of the hearts a little bit, and that was after I sewed them down. So I don't know if you can see from here, but I did sew all the way around the edge, and I did sew all the way through the center of those hearts. And now I'm taking a really old sticker sheet called Knee Highs and Bow Ties by Basic Gray. And I'm so sad to hear that Basic Gray is going out of business. That's so sad. I really liked some of their collections when they first came out, but as my style has evolved, I don't use them as much, and I'm just trying to utilize my old product. So this 12 by 12 sticker sheet wasn't quite long enough, so I just did the little cheater thing, and it had kind of lost some of its tack over the time period of being stuck in my stash. So I'm just adding some Scotch Quick Dry through my fine line. And I do have an update on my work status. I have been applying everywhere, and it seems like I've had really no luck. But I got on Career Builder a couple of days ago and found all these jobs, and I'm actually getting called back. I'm actually getting interviews set up. I'm really excited. So it's been kind of interesting what a difference. I mean, I tried probably 10 different sites, and then including LinkedIn, and then applied on Career Builder, found this nice little thread. And if you're looking for employment, I would say go through Career Builder, because it's been good to me the last couple of days. So things are looking up. So there's some more stickers from Maggie Holmes and from Basic Gray, and using some of my freckled fawn kits, I'll end up moving that up there. And I did end up having to just secure everything. Nothing seemed to want to stick. I don't know if it's because I had gesso on everything or what the deal is. So here's some more Maggie Holmes accent and phrase stickers. And her collections are so similar, I can't keep up with which one's which, honestly. Oh, I think this is 14. Yeah, this is Crepe Paper 14. I apologize. This is not Maggie Holmes. And it says, me and you, all yours, simply adorable, and darling. And up in the corner I put his initials. And it almost looks like an H in the picture, but his last name starts with an S. So just fixing up a bit of thread here so I can set this flare into place. And it is from Pretty Little Studios. And it says Sweetheart. Securing it with a bit of Scotch Quick Dry, and then these are Freckled Fawn, and they're just white foam, and I thought they went very well. This layout was pretty quick, even though I did some sewing and some die cutting. I like the way it turned out, and I hope you do too. Oh, that chipboard is also Freckled Fawn. And I'll add a little more thread underneath it. And another one of those little white foam hearts. That thread that you see there was one that I got when I was a little girl. My grandmother and I she would collect buttons and I would collect thread. And so we would share with each other, and that is a really old spool of thread. I think it said 15 cents or something on it. I mean, that tells you how old it is, but it's still in good condition. So, hey, can't complain. It was strong and everything. So going back to that Distress ink in Pink Raspberry, adding a few sprinkles, and that finishes it up. I'm going to do the journaling on the back, so you won't see that, but there are close-ups, and I'm so glad to have new subbies. I've noticed that I've increased my subby count a little bit lately, so I really, really appreciate you that subscribe and thumbs up, and I'm glad I get to share with you. I love this community, and I've met some amazing people in it, so yay, there's my sewing. Thank you, Bab. Oh, and it's so well now. Yay. So that's it. I'll talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.